What's up? What's up? Microphone's good. What up? Repping Time Fitness. How you feeling? Yo, what's going on? I hear me all right? Dude, I hope y'all been learning a lot, man. Like, trying to give y'all all the tools I know. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get all the juice, man. All right. Hopefully y'all are having a good July. Hopefully everybody's doing, wonderful, or at least trying to do better this year. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this new year has been kind of, it's weird. Like 2022 to me, and I mean I'm kind of getting off topic with that. I'm just chopping it up for a second, but 2022 is so crazy because it seems like in this era now, because after we went into COVID, into lockdown and everything like that, it seems like you've had so much time to focus on yourself and really do a lot of self development. You know what I mean? And you know how easy it is to find information that can help you going forward. And it's like, oh, okay, it's really right there on the other side. Like you could really have what you want. You know what I mean? Like if you really willing to put in the work. So it's interesting, man. Like it caused everybody to kind of sit back and just chill and just okay, now this is what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? Now when you're looking for stuff, you kind of got a clear direction. You know what I mean? Versus like, the world was just always moving. You never had a chance to stop and kind of see what you needed. But now, like I said, this year, 2022, it seems like now we kind of have the idea of what to do. It's just about following with the steps. You know what I'm saying? Like just paying attention, sticking through with your steps, and then seeing it through. And probably like if you could just go hard and buckle down over the next couple months, you probably be able to pull off whatever you want to. You know what I mean? So, but just stick on task. All right. So look, y'all know when I make videos, it's about personal life, but as well as fitness related stuff because it kind of goes hand in hand, right? So today's topic, we're going to discuss why it's important to actually challenge yourself, and you'll see how when we talk about challenging yourself in the gym, you'll see how you can use that same type of mindset stuff to challenge yourself outside of the gym. If that's what you want, but in the gym, of course, is what we're talking about. Okay, so why is it important to challenge yourself? Right? Why do y'all think? If y'all have any things, if y'all have any answers to that, I'd like for you to leave them in the chat. If y'all think that why it's important to challenge yourself, tell me what y'all think is the reason what I'm about to say. Because I'm curious to know, like where your mind state is at too. Because I can kind of, if y'all are off, I can kind of redirect you. But if you have any ideas of what you think I'm going to talk about, and any ideas about that, put them in the chat. Okay, why you think it's important? Now, the first reason I have that's important, and this may not be anything that resonates with y'all, but the first reason I think it's important is because you have limiting beliefs. You know what I'm saying? You got real limiting beliefs. Sometimes, okay, results develop quick. Okay, let's see. If it was easy, it wouldn't be worth doing because everybody will have it. Okay, so separating yourself from everybody else, that's one. Results develop quickly. They can if you stay disciplined, right? David, you said to improve yourself, you have to take risk and grow from those risks. Absolutely. Absolutely. To improve yourself, you got to know where you effed up at. You know what I'm saying? You got to know where you're looking bad at and say, okay, oh, this is where I'm at. Let me move forward, right? But the first thing is limiting beliefs, though. It all boils down into in your head. If you don't think you can, you know what I'm saying, then you won't. And so, like, if you don't believe that you can do it, then you won't. And I'll give you a prime example. Like, you ever walk into the gym and you see a weight, or you might have your friend with you and y'all about to work out, and you look at the weight and you like, oh, I can't do that. How you know you can't do that? Who told you can't do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what makes you think you can't do that? Like, what triggered in your mind and said, oh, I can't do that. That's too much for me. How you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, did you try it before? Or are you just saying that without even testing it out? And so, we all do that. And that's a limiting belief. You don't believe you could really do that. Like, and a lot of times, if you really kind of get cocky, like, when you like, what, F it, I'm gonna do it. And you psych yourself up, you could do it. But how come you couldn't do it before you psyched yourself up? Because it's all up here, right? And so the thing is, like, you gotta have the belief that you can do something. And whether you're limiting yourself based on what other people do or what people think you should be able to do, or maybe the way you look, you don't think that, oh, I'm only this size, I'm not gonna be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of got to be so arrogant when it comes to certain things that it doesn't even feel like a challenge. Like when you see something that you're scared of, you see something that you're like, oh, I don't know if I could do that. You actually have to kind of run towards that thing, because whatever that fear is, you got to tackle it hands on, and then be like, oh, you know what? It was tough, but at least I tried. You know what I mean? Versus saying, oh no, I'm not going to do it at all. Because what happens if you would have walked up to it and tried it out? You might have been, you know what I'm saying? You might have been good. And if you was good, that's your baseline. And so a lot of times I've talked about this before, you're a lot stronger than you really realize. You know, and you think, oh, I can't do that, I can't do that, but you really can. You know, sometimes you may not be able to, you know, do certain things, and that's fair, right? You know what I'm saying? You can't do everything, but some stuff you can do. And when you go towards tackling it, I know for a small example, a lot of times when I used to train people, I would say, okay, we about to warm up with 100 pull-ups. And I'm straight face, you know what I'm saying? Me and my friends, like, we warm up with 100, we do 10 sets of 10, and then we start our back day. And that's standard, you know what I mean? So when I had my clients, I was like, you know, all right, we warm up with 100 pull-ups. 100 pull-ups? I can't do 100. Hey, shut the F up. You know what I'm saying? Start off with the first 10, and then we'll keep on going from there. You know what I'm saying? Like all that other, all the theatrics, we don't need all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do the work. And then we'll try and do as much as we can. And if you can't do that, and then we'll scale back and say, oh, okay, yeah, that was a little too much. Maybe I was tripping. You know what I'm saying? But starting off, no, you're not going to go in there and say, no, I can't. Because now you're limiting yourself. You know what I'm saying? And so when you do that, again, you have to remember that the gym is one of those things that it's an exercise. And when you talk about exercising, you exercise to form a habit, to develop something, right? And so if you're exercising your body, it's to develop a physique. Exercising your mind is to develop a habit, you know what I'm saying, of a mindset. And so the same thing, you got to work towards exercising, being scared of stuff, and then going and doing it, you know, or not being fearful towards things so that you can actually accomplish it, because then you'll see your results a lot faster. You'd be surprised at what you can actually do. Right. So use the gym. That way you can say, okay, I conquered something here in the gym. I could probably conquer this thing in real life as well. You know, so keep that in mind. Okay. Now the second thing, and you guys all had great answers as well too. I'm looking at my comments. Y'all had some great answers, because all those things do tie into it. Like, you got to take the risk. Like I just said, you got to take your risk, right? You know, in Reppin' Time Fitness, you said that's why I work out alone. I can't have nobody dragging me down with their limits. Now, okay, now you're getting in your bag. So now we right where, now we on the same page a little bit, because now that's exactly what I want to kind of talk about, right? That's gonna be my third thing. But let me get to my second one though. I'm gonna come back to that one. But I like that answer. That's kind of where I wanted to lead it into. You know what I'm saying? But the second thing is, you got to remember that you're all capable of so much more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're all capable of so much more, and you can really do great things if you just at least tell yourself, like, I could do great things, or I can at least try this. You probably can. You know what I'm saying? If you don't doubt yourself just off the strength, I would suggest whenever you feel like that, like I said, run towards it, but test your limit. Test and see what you can do first. Say, okay, I'm gonna do a test run. Let me see what I can handle. If I can't handle that, okay, I'll scale down. Sometimes you'll be like, you know what? Like, I know a lot of y'all want to F with the big dumbbells. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you want to mess with the big dumbbells, but they look kind of intimidating. 120s, 115s, 100s, stuff like that. Like, some days you just kind of like, I'll play with the 80s. You know what I'm saying? I'll play with the 70s, the 40s, the 60s, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you would be surprised. Like, if you really went over there and was like, you know what? Let me just see. You might be able to do something. And when you do that, that gives you a higher baseline. So instead of you working out at this level right here, I'll give you an example. Instead of you working out right here all this time, because you think that this is all I can handle, and I'm gonna just slowly increase it a little bit, slowly increase, and I'll get better one day, right? You might be able to start off here because you just can. And then starting off here versus starting off down here, you know, you start where you can start off because your body can handle it, and because you told yourself, yeah, I'm gonna do this instead of taking baby steps, right? Work your way into it, and then you start moving forward from up here. Now you can move a lot faster because you skipped all the baby steps. Don't hurt yourself, but if you can handle it, do your max that you can handle, right? To know what you can handle, I would say pick one day in the gym on your body part day, like whatever. If you're doing your legs that day, or your chest, or your shoulders, whatever you're picking that day, take that day and say, okay, this is gonna be my limit testing day. Like, and this is great that we're doing this in the beginning of the month right now. We're having this kind of conversation because You can say, okay, now this is the month of July. For the month of July, I want to see what I can do, right? I'm gonna put my body to work because I've been working out for the past year already, 6 months. Let me get in my bag and see what I can really do in the gym. This week, I'm gonna change everything and go up in weight by 20. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go about 20 this week in everything. Like we doing an extra set, we doing extra reps, and we doing extra weight by 20. We're gonna see what happens, right? And you go in there and it might not even be that. It's like, oh, this is nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is nothing. This is light work. Like I went up about 20 pounds. This don't even feel like nothing. And so then it's like, okay, well, I should do more. But that tells you, like, wait a minute. So all of this time I could have been doing X, Y, and Z, and I haven't been. You know, like how would that make you feel? And that's what tends to happen, right? You could do so much more, but you don't even try it. You don't even test out and see if you can do so much more, right? So remember that. Keep in mind that you are capable. And when we do work out, your muscle is going to grow with more weight and more resistance. So y'all stop playing and not getting in your bag. Like if you can do it, do it. Because if you want to make more change, you're going to hit your plateau and be stuck there forever. So you might as well do something crazy and outlandish anyway, regardless of whether you think, oh, I can't do this, too much weight for me. Like, you do that junk anyway, see what happens. You know what I'm saying? If it's too much weight, then it's too much weight. But at least try it first, right? All right. You know, you could lift, the next thing you could probably do is lift to failure and then see where your failure lands at and then use that as your gauge for, you know, if you want to lift that much weight next time. So try a failure day, right? See what you can do, where you land at on the weights and the reps and sets. And then that'll be your gauge going forward. Just so that you can see, okay, I did 20 reps at this heavy amount of weight. That's your standard now. So now we always starting with that. You know what I'm saying? And that's your first set. And then after that, you do, okay, add more weight, but it was from that max out. That was your start now, you know? Does that make sense? If y'all understand that, y'all let me know in the chat. Because sometimes I know, man, like my mind, I could just be rambling and stuff like that. But if y'all understand what I'm talking about, please, you know, converse with me. Let me know y'all feel what I'm talking about. That was from my spirit. All right. Now, I'm gonna tap into something else that's near and dear to my heart because, you know, I've had some experiences where I've had to walk away from some friends. You know what I'm saying? Because of this, and I've learned in my life that I'm the type of person that puts friends in certain categories. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I hate to sound selfish, but sometimes people have to be useful when they're in your life. I don't just have people around me that's just like for fun. I mean, if you just an entertainment friend, you my entertainment friend. You my gym friend, you might be my gym friend. And I really value that for the gym thing. If it turns into like, okay, you're my gym friend, plus we kicked it outside here, okay, cool, but you still was my gym friend first, right? I've had situations where my gym friends, and we was cool outside of the gym, but maybe something happened in the gym and we didn't agree on something, and then we've had falling outs where I don't feel comfortable working out with you no more. You know what I'm saying? Like you holding me back now by me coming to the gym working out with you. And I've felt that before in certain situations, right? Now, the reason I bring it up is because sometimes working out with people can be a hindrance, which leads me to my next point. Stop working out with people who are beneath you. I know this happens a lot, and I know, you know, your man, oh, I'm gonna bring you into the gym, X, Y, and Z, or you work out with your girl, somebody that you bring into the gym, it slows you down, doggy. Like, you don't understand. Like, save that for a Sunday, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you do that type of stuff, and you got that guy on y'all's team, and y'all working out maybe even 2, 3, or 4 of y'all got somebody coming in and he working, like somebody's slowing somebody down. Like, unless you working out with a team of dogs, and even if you working out with another dog, sometimes he not paying attention the way you need to be paying attention. You know what I'm saying? It's very strange, man. Like, you got to really find a great workout partner, but if you're not seeing the change anyway, then that person probably ain't even a great workout partner. Like, you really got to audit all of that. Like, all of that needs to be audited. Like, if you still, like, y'all been working out together for a long time, but you still look the same, you know, y'all, like, you still eating the same way, like, you're not seeing no physical difference, like, y'all working out together and, like, y'all's pumps are different, or he says something like, oh, I don't really feel this exercise, let's go try this one instead. Like, all of that right there is a red flag. Like, that got to go. Like, I'm not playing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, work out by yourself. I'm going to see you across the room. Hey, champ, hey, hit me up when we done. Like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not about to be sitting here swapping in and out with you and all stuff. And personally, me, like, once I wipe the machines down, don't ask me for nothing. You can't work out with me. You can't work in with me. You can't do nothing. Because I'm a germaphobe. So once I done sprayed that, you know what I'm saying? Once I hit it like that, don't ask me for nothing. You know what I'm saying? But If you working out with your man, like still, like a lot of times your friend, he really not even that strong. Like your friend is really a bum, but he your man though. And it's like, oh, that's my man. But your friend really a bum. And that slows you down. And it's like, but I don't want him to. I know, like I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's been times you got to sneak out. Yo, one time I had to sneak out and work out by myself so that my workout partner didn't know I was working out alone. You know what I'm saying? And they was getting offended, like, oh, you worked out without me? Oh, nah. Listen, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't question me like that. You feel me? Like, if I even have to have this type of conversation with you, red flag completely. You know what I'm saying? So maybe y'all can kind of think about that and question yourself. You know, I'm not saying you can't be friends with that person no more, but is it effing your workout up? Is the question, right? Is it slowing your workouts up? Yo, yeah, agree. Sometimes they're distractions. Let me see these comments. Y'all said, let me go back. Hold on. Let me see what y'all talking about. Y'all in here chopping it up. Hold on. All right, y'all said, so repping, you said that's why you work out alone, because you can't have nobody dragging you down with their limits. And that's the thing. Sometimes you work out with somebody and they can be dragging you down by their physical limits, their mental limits, you know, or even like sometimes, to be quite honest, like I don't even like working out with people who don't look better than me, because they don't inspire me, to be quite honest with you. Like on some, I'm not trying to be a you know, an a-hole or nothing like that, but I am. And if I'm seeing you and you don't really, like, you can't give me nothing and I can't get nothing from you, it's like, what am I really doing here? Like, I'm doing you a favor now. You know what I'm saying? It's like you kind of, you know, like you got to bring more to the table so that I can. It's about me. Like I need to elevate, and then if you got something, okay, great, like teamwork. But I can't carry you like that. Like I'm not about to be Jordan and you BJ Armstrong. Like you got to get body champ. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you get a ring and all that, but your junk don't count. You feel me? So all right, you said you only got associates. You only got associates. You don't believe in friends. You like Batman. Yeah, me too. Me too, for real. I found out I'm more like Magneto. You know what I'm saying? Fast back. Batman's cool, but I'm more of a Magneto. Like just I'll find a little small team, and if we cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, beneath you, man. Like that's what it be. It's like that, you know. Yeah, and you got to take the plates off every set and every rep and all that stuff. Yeah, it's the worst, man. It's the worst. He said, "What you bring to the table, Jim Edition TikTok ideas." Yeah, that's a good one. Maybe I will talk about that. What do you bring to the table when it comes to working out? All right. So the fourth thing is you'll never know. You'll never know what you can do if you don't try the crazy numbers. Okay, so here comes the crazy number thing, like the crazy number game. This is where like let me see how I explain this. Y'all ever work out with somebody, or like you ever see like people get trained by coaches and stuff like that, and they're like, do some more, or you like football field, and the workout is irrational. It don't. It's like, why I got to do another set? Like, you know, like, what's the point of this? Like, what am I here running in the rain for? Like, what? Like, when it gets to be irrational, sometimes there's a method to that madness, because you got to do something so outlandish to find new ways of pushing yourself sometimes that it's okay. Now, of course, you might not be able to do this with somebody, but sometimes, like I said, when I'll do 100 reps and that's a warm up, don't be scared to pick something one day and say, okay, you know what? I'm only doing this today. I'm gonna do 300 reps of this. That's okay. Like last week, I didn't have much time to do my legs, and I went in there and I said, okay, I'm gonna just squat today, right? And I squatted, and I don't never squat, and I squatted, and I took my time, and I was doing sets of 20. You know what I'm saying? No, excuse me, reps of 20 on squats, and like my legs was burning. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm hurting, and I'm like, okay, I never squat, but I'm squatting. I'm going crazy. I'm banging out 20s, and I'm trying to do heavy weights. So by the time I'm out of there, like I'm still wobbling a little bit. Nothing too heavy, but enough to where I could squeeze out my 20. You know what I'm saying? Because I still wanted to make sure that I was feeling it in my quads, feeling it in my hamstrings, my glutes, make sure I was getting a deep enough stretch, make sure my back was tight. You know what I'm saying? I was feeling it in my back really a lot, to be quite honest with you. So I need to do that a little bit more. But I'm doing all these things to get the mechanics right, and I'm doing my reps. Now, that was the only thing I did that day. That was my crazy day. Like that was my wild, like I never do this, but I'm gonna try it to see and let it switch me up. And to be quite honest, I felt it in muscles that I hadn't even worked in a while. And a lot of y'all have been through that before, where you do something and it's like, man, I don't know why I feel that up in here, or you feel something in between the deep part of your bicep somewhere because you did a weird move. And those things happen. You know what I'm saying? And that comes from trying wild workouts. And when you do that, you normally learn something from that workout that you can add back to your regular routine. It's not to be done all the time. It's to be done, occasionally, but really to trick your body to throw yourself off so that you can, see what your body can do. Because ultimately the goal is, okay, we work out all the time for what? So that you can just look pretty. Yeah, you want to have show muscle, but at the same time, though, like your muscle can actually perform too. And so see what it can do. And every once in a while, switch up to make sure that that muscle is performing at its maximum level, because you don't just want to only have show muscle. Like show muscle is cool, but it can't be only that. Like it has to actually do something too. You know what I mean? So, and then the last thing is always remember, I want to leave y'all with this. Even if you look good, even if your weight is good, there's always room for improvement and you can always do better. You know what I'm saying? Like keep that in mind. Like you can always do better. Like there's never a reason why you should be like, I'm only going to do, or I can only do, or I'm going to just stay right there. Or I'm going to only, like, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And get in the habit of not doing that with anything. And you'll see, like even with me, like, I like to work out, but it's hard for me to get in the gym. And I drag myself in the gym. Like I'll go in it. Once I'm in there, I'm good. But just getting there, like I'll procrastinate all day. Like I have so many other things to do aside from go to the gym. And so, once I get in there, I'm in there and I dedicate myself to that focus of being in the gym. And I might turn on my podcast or something like that, or whatever it is to maybe kill two birds with one stone. I might listen to my music, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But when I'm in there, I'm in there. And so the key is, getting in there in the first place, but also max out every time. Like see what you're capable of so that you can really do something. Don't go into the gym just to give them a membership, just to pay your membership fees and to not make any sense. Like be that person that everybody walks around and when they see you, they're like, oh, all right, we see you. Oh, you getting big. Oh, all right, you must be like, you got all the weights, don't you? Like you want to be that guy or that girl, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't know how to be that person, pick one body part and let that thing grow. Like just pick one and abuse it. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to have something that stands out, pick your shoulders and just always let that be your favorite thing that you work, shoulders. So when everybody sees you, oh, you got great shoulders, you must do blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you can always do better. So don't think that, there's nothing that you can do to improve. There's nothing, woe is me. I'm going to just stay right here and this is safe enough. And, slow and steady wins the race. It don't. Like, you got to go hard the whole time. You don't have to go hard until you 100 years old, nothing like that. But for the most part, though, go hard, find that look. And then, then maybe you can cruise a little bit, but you still got to go hard. You still got to go hard all the time. So, you can't ever let your foot off the gas. And remember, you can always do better. You can always do more. Anyway, let me see these comments. Y'all crazy, man. Yeah, you got to always take the weights off of people and stuff, man. That's too much for me. Like, I'd be sick of that junk, man. And, solo dolo. That's the only way. Man, I had this dude, I wanted to work out with. And this dude, let me tell y'all a story. I know y'all in chat for this long, but so this one time, me and my friends was working out, and like we had a whole bunch of us working out, and it was this dude that was in the group, and I liked him. He was a nice guy. I'm not gonna drag him for his personality. He was nice, but physically he wasn't up to par with us though. And so like to be in the crew, I was like, yo, like you benefiting more by hanging around us. You know what I'm saying? Because we all get busy, but you on the other hand, you don't look like much. So. And I hate to have to break it down to you like that, but I'm a dog when I'm in the gym. Like I'll say that to you. Like, yo, you don't even, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't work out for real. Like we take this seriously and you don't even look like nothing. Like I appreciate you coming around, but and you want to get like us, you want to learn from us, you got to contribute too. You know what I'm saying? Because we already here and you right here. So if you want to be with the team, you got to contribute. And so my idea for him was, okay, well, you record all of our stuff. Like you be our cameraman, and in the meantime, you being our cameraman, like you work out with us, learn, grow, whatever. But really, you don't look good in the camera with us. So record the pictures. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it like that, but I ain't say that. I would have said that, but I didn't say that. But my point being is that you don't look as you don't look like us. So if you're gonna work out with us and you're gonna be squeezing our info, you got to help us contribute to the team. You know what I'm saying? So record us, take our pictures, all the other stuff. He wasn't with it. And he wasn't with it, I shut that down. Like, oh, nah, you can't be like, no. Like, you don't want to help? Nah, I'm cool with that. So he had to get out, you know what I'm saying? To say the least. Anyway, and that's a distraction. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't fit with the team, so you gotta, you gotta walk, champ. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing. If you don't bring something to the table, you can't. You don't want to take pictures. You don't want to do our videos. You don't want to do nothing. Oh no, you just want to work out and say, yeah, I was with them. We did. Nah, you gotta go home. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, you said repping. You said you mix bodybuilding and powerlifting, prioritizing one over the other depending on what it's time to show off. There you go. And people think it's half the battle just to walk in the doors and the atmosphere builds muscle and burns fat. Nah, it ain't the atmosphere. You gotta do the work. Anyway, I hope you guys learned something today. I hope you guys have I hope y'all like my video content. And if you ever have any questions, any topics that you like to talk about, please, send them to me. Somebody requested me to do what was it? Like reviews of other people's videos and stuff like that, or like was it responses and stuff. Maybe I'll do that. I'll see. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of weird, but y'all let me know. Anyway, man, like holler at me in the chat, follow me on Instagram at Get Fit with KB, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I hope you guys learned something again. Repping Time Fitness, we should, yo. Let me know what's up. And Yoli, I appreciate you too. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.